we're going to have to clean up some of the things that we're doing to put us in those situations, so we don't have to feverishly scramble back at the end and try to win it at the very last second. So thought defense really hung in there. I think we had some things up early in the game, but I thought they really fought and held them in check in the second half to give ourselves an opportunity. I thought Aiden kind of settled in as the game went on. You could tell there was obviously some, an acclimation period there to a regular season game. But I thought he hung in there. I thought our guys hung in there around him. And at the end of the day, we just didn't make enough plays to win. So a lot of things we got to do better, a lot of cleaning up to do. And that starts with me.
Throughout the week, what went into the decision-making process to start?
We were getting ready for any situation because you don't really know, relative to the protocol. So, I said this before, when we finished the preseason, if you go into a regular season game and, a rookie has no opportunity to practice at all, it's a different conversation, put him in there and has no repetitions during the week, it could be a little tough, which is why, we went with Brian in that role. And lo and behold, I think Brian played like the 5th or 6th play of the season. So this week was different, so he had an opportunity to take reps every day and had an opportunity to go out there and do some of the things we were going to do in the game plan. And because of that, we just felt like, keep Brian in the role that he's in, and go ahead and give Aiden a shot.
Josh, when you talk about some of the things that you can clean up, what can you do about some of the penalties like Jerry, and some of the illegal procedure?
The big penalties, they're big for a reason. They hurt you, and whether it be, a close play on the sideline, or I think we had one on the turnover, where we had the block on the interception return that, cost us some field position there. I thought we had one, where we went in there to crack the safety and, I know they call them, I think, crack them in the back, but those are, they're obviously killers. So the best thing we can do is coach the right technique and fundamentals. And as when each man is faced with one of those situations in a game, they got to try to make a good decision for the team. You know what I mean? And so some of those are very close. You know what I mean? They're bang bang plays, and that's what the officials get paid to call. So we'll try to work hard at eliminating them.
Obviously, Cleveland Mack has had a lot of sacks in his career.
Yep.
But coming into today, you didn't have any sacks earlier in the season, and then to come out and have a game like this where only one time you play, he had more than 3 sacks in it. How do you?
Yeah, he's a great player, and we put there was a number of snaps where there was multiple people assigned to him and him only, and to be able to do some of the things that he did, give him credit. But before I comment on what we did or didn't do, I'd have to see it on the film specifically. But he kept playing. He's got a great motor. We jammed him, chipped him, hit him in the ribs. We did everything we could try to do to disrupt him with another player, and then we had a tackle obviously assigned to him as well. So he had a great day, and we were trying to put people over there on the right side for the most part. It's where he was, and he did better than we did, clearly.
Josh, 21 games in, your offense is statistically worse than what you inherited. When you look at lack of discipline, when you look at the offensive line being pushed around, I'm just curious, what are those things that you as a staff can do to get this team back on track and the lack of discipline?
Yeah, our execution. It's fundamentals, it's details, it's execution. Offensive football is never about one person. It can't be. We can have a lot of good plays where 7 or 8 guys do the right thing and it doesn't matter. You need 11. So those are hard lessons to learn because it doesn't feel good when you're going through it. But I think we have a group that understands when we do things well, and we do them as a group, and we do them the right way, and we do them with physicality and toughness and detail, and we have some success. We got to do it more, and we got to do it more often, and we got to do it earlier in the game so we can play from in front. And there's not one specific solution. We all got to do better, and again, I'll look at everything we're doing to try to see if there's something that we should do differently.
Josh, the first and goal play on the interception, what exactly happened on that play?
Yeah, they played. They had it was man-to-man, some type of man-to-man coverage, and Samuel dropped the one and played the other. It's a common situation down there. just trying to give ourselves an opportunity versus I think they played a pretty thick front up there, and we're trying to make sure that we didn't go backwards, and it's kind of one of those ones where we either maybe we'll score, we throw it out of bounds, and then we go to the next play, and Samuel, they comboed the route, and they executed it better than we did.
What's the takeaway for Aiden? There were some bad, but obviously he fought back and
Yeah.
he's in a position to.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be the first one to understand the things that he could do better. Playing quarterback in our league starts with taking care of the football, and whether that be hanging on to it in the pocket, or making good decisions in the passing game, and also understanding the timing and that element of playing within the pocket in the NFL. It's not always the same week to week. It depends on the rush, depends on who you're dealing with and how they play. The coverage structures force us to do some other things, and then you got to speed up your read a little bit and get to the outlet. And I thought he did better as the game wore on. I mean, he dumped the ball down to JJ, I don't know how many times, but a number of times when they were trying to run out of there. So I thought he adapted to the game a little bit as it went on. We'll take every opportunity to learn from the mistakes that we made as a team, and I'm sure he will also as a quarterback, and try to get better from it.
You mentioned the pass to JJ. What kind of look did he give you late in the game as you came back and kind of got the extra yards?
Jacobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he played really hard. I think you can see he's kind of, he's ready to contribute in every area that he can. I thought he did some decent things in the blitz pickup. I thought he ran the ball hard. I thought he found some lanes there. We didn't want to try to go away from that, with it being a 2-score game. We felt like we could still hand him the ball, which I think is the right thing to do when you got a player like him. I thought he made himself available in the passing game. I thought he fought hard for, some critical, plays on the sideline to get first downs, and then obviously scored a touchdown down there to make it a 1-score game. So he always plays like that. He's a warrior, and, I think he's, he gave everything he had today to help us, try to make a push there late. And, we just got to do more to help put ourselves in a better situation.
Were you surprised by some of the tackling issues, and also what was your vantage
Yeah,
point?
I mean,
Tillery hit also?
say it again.
What was your vantage point with Tillery hit also? Tillery penalty?
Yeah, I mean, they said it came from New York, so it is what it is in that regard. All I saw was what I saw in real time. Then I looked up and you got to see it. It was kind of a little bit of a different angle. Again, we'll just have to. I didn't get total clarification on exactly what it was. I didn't know that I didn't think he hit him in the head, but I don't know that. So, that's what they made the call.
Tackling issues?
Yeah, I thought that got better as the game went on too. We had a few, especially early in the game, where we overran some of their guys and gave them some cutback opportunities. They do a decent job with the football, and try to do some of those things in the open field. And I thought we settled down a little bit and got them on the ground as the game went on. But tackling against this team is always a focal point, and I don't think we started the game particularly well in that area.
Josh, to that point, look at there were a couple of times you guys had Herbert let him go, maybe because he feared being fined or whatever. I don't know, but how do you get them to follow through?
Yeah, we had the conversation. John was great today, in terms of communicating, because I asked the specific question about that because obviously he's a big guy, you know what I mean? And so, when you get him wrapped up, and then, you don't want to pick him up and throw him to the ground because we know that's not legal, you know what I mean? We don't want to get called for a foul. So I don't want to make any excuses. Our guys got to finish the play, period, point blank. I think that there is always some of that element with a bigger guy where you also are being told, and we have the videos and all the rest of it about not taking him to the ground, falling with him on your weight and the shoulder and all the rest of that stuff. But we gotta have to complete the sack, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have to keep him wrapped up. We're gonna have to take him to the ground until the whistle's blown.
You guys all set? Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.